Hey guys, welcome back. It's me and my pal, Marco. Today we are going to be doing this very dramatic look. I feel like this is very glam, really bright, really fun, and I think that we've seen quite a bit of natural looks on my channel. So this is a look that we are rocking for New Year's. Are you in? Are you? Are you in? I want to see how I got this look? Stick around. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this Sephora glitter glue, and I'm just going to take this and apply it all over my lids, and then we're going to set it with a powder. Ooh, this feels like glue. It is tacky in my eyes. Alright, home fry skillets. I'm going to take my Smashbox full exposure palette. I really love these palettes. I feel like people don't give them enough love, but you have these matte shimmers on the bottom, and then you have these awesome glitter shimmers on the top. So did I say matte shimmers? You have mattes and you have shimmers. So I'm going to take the nude shade in this palette, and I'm just going to use that to set the glitter glue. And then this is just going to make sure that whatever we put on adheres. So I'm going to apologize just off the top of my head because I am going to use several palettes in this tutorial. Use whatever you have. I'm going to take this shade here, which is just a soft brown nude, and I'm going to take that same 224 and I'm going to take this color into the crease, and then this is just going to act as a blending shade. Guys, you're going to start seeing all sorts of old school palettes because I'm doing that no buy, and I've been really good, and yeah, I'm not planning on buying any unnecessary makeup. The exception to my no buy is replacing things that I need. Like for example, if I run out of products that I use every day, like foundation, eyebrow stuff, you know, the essentials, then I can repurchase those things or things from my kit, but nothing that I want or lust for. Alright guys, so now we're going to take palette numero dos. I'm going to be using Juvia's Place palette, and this is the Masquerade Mini. I love this palette so much, guys. Look at this. It's dirty because it's been loved. The first shade I'm going to take is let me clean that. Zobo, which is this pinky shade there. I'm going to use the same brush, and we don't need to be neat with this because we're going to add some glitter. But this is just, again guys, this is going to be a pretty extreme look. But I wanted to do something that I don't typically film. And I love these kinds of look. I just, where the hell am I going to wear them to? So I'm going to start wearing all sorts of crazy makeup to be a mom. Just to be around the house, to clean. So Marco is playing right now in his playpen, and he has this octopus toy that I bought him that teaches him English, French, and Spanish. Really, the goal is to teach him Spanish and English. I want him to be bilingual, but hey, why not a little French? He can do it. It looks crazy, I know, and it's about to get crazier. I'm gonna go in with Bori, which is this hot pink here. Same brush. Y'all know I like to use the same brush for everything. And I'm going to take that into the crease, and this is just going to make it more pinky. I'm so excited. Okay, next I'm going to take a MAC 217, which looks like this, and I'm going to go in with Makeda, which is this really pretty purple shade. It looks blue, but it's purple. And I'm going to take this, he's tired and he's trying to put himself to sleep, right into the crease, just lightly. I'm hardly putting any pressure, and I just want a nice soft outline of this shade. And then I'm going to blend this out with the 224. I want it to almost look like it's fuchsia. This is definitely going to be the last tutorial for the holiday season because I just don't see how I'm gonna be able to film and get these up. I have to edit one more video, and I have one that's loading as we speak, and then I'm going to try and get this one up by tonight or tomorrow. I really wanted to film as many as I could, but the reality is that Monaco hardly sleeps. So if any of you are parents and if any of you have any tricks, please share. But Monaco is a horrible sleeper. He really doesn't nap, and then when he does nap, the longest he'll sleep is maybe an hour and a half, but on average it's 30 minutes to an hour max. On a day where I'm lucky, maybe an hour and a half. So it's difficult for me to find time to film because he just wants to be with me all the time, and it's really hard. You know, my husband works, and just everyday people problems. I'm not saying anything that isn't familiar or doesn't resonate with anyone else. These are everyday problems. So I'm trying, believe me guys, I'm trying. And this is what we have so far. And I love the way the color is turning out. I'm gonna take my NARS, what is this? Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And I'm going to take this brush by MAC. It's part of a holiday collection, but it's just a flat liner brush. And I'm going to use this to cut the crease. This technique is very popular. It's just makes applying color easier or correcting any mistakes. So I figured I'd use it. I'm gonna take a clean 217 and I'm just going to buff the edges out because I don't want this to be like a harsh line. I just want it to look very soft and as natural as can be, right? I also don't want a thick layer of a concealer. I want just a very sheer application, so this really helps just kind of monitor how much product I have, but the difference. So I'm gonna move on and do the other eye. This is what it looks like so far, and now I'm going to take my Jouer Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadows, which I have never used on camera. I was gonna say on TV, because you know, I'm on TV. And I'm gonna take the shade Skinny Dip, which is this shade here. I don't know why, I feel like there's something going on with my hearing. I'm gonna use it with my fingers. I'm going to lay this color down right where I applied that concealer. I'm gonna go back in with that 217 that we used to apply the purple, and I'm just going to blend the edges out. He can hear me, guys, so he's going to cry. So this is what it looks like, and we are not done. We are going to layer another shimmer shade. That's his new thing. He likes to grunt. Fix Plus in a MAC 239. And I'm gonna go back into my Smashbox palette, the full exposure, and I'm gonna go in with this gold shade. It's like a pinky, not a pinky, it's a champagne color, and I'm going to put this over this gold because I don't want it to be such a yellow gold. I want it to be more of a neutral. I'm gonna go back in with that same 221 with the purple, and I'm just going to buff the edges out again. This is probably the most brushes I've used in a tutorial. Sorry, I really try and keep it simple, but we are going all out today. So I'm gonna go in with Kitten Karma by Stila, and I'm going to take this and apply it all over that gold. And I'm just going to keep this color underneath the crease. If you're wondering why I'm adding glitter on top of a gold base and why I didn't just put Kitten Karma on top of the concealer, it's because I want this to have a gold base to it and not a nude. So if I had just gone in with the Kitten Karma, it would look more silvery than gold. And then this gives it more of a contrast. And now I'm just pressing this glitter. And let's do the other eye. For concealer, of course, Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade medium. And we are going to go ham because again, this is a new year look. I think I'm gonna make it a point to edit this one. I think I have to do a voiceover on the other one actually because Marco was sleeping. I don't remember what was going on, but point is I'm pretty sure that I have to do a voiceover, and if that's the case, then it would probably be easier just to edit this one out. I'm just gonna blend this out with my beauty blender. Let me tell you guys, I typically buy the black beauty blenders because I use them in my kit. So I often will have several because, you know, I have to replace them as they get bad and I don't ever want to be without them because I do like to use these when I'm doing makeup. And the pink, I bought a little set that had like the pink, green, orange. I'm gonna go back in with that 217 with the purple, and I'm just going to buff the edge out so that we don't lose any of the definition. Anyway, so I ended up, I'm gonna take that brush I used to apply the concealer on the lid. I'm just going to use this to clean up the shape. Anyway, so I bought this little set because I wanted to have, you know, variety. I've never had the pink one, believe it or not. I've never had any other color other than the black. So I started to venture off this year. I'm like, let me get my own personal beauty blenders. I want them to be different from what I always get, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Guys, they suck. They fall apart so easily. You know, I'll wash them and I feel like they're more sensitive and they just start to fall apart. And the pink one bleeds like a mofo. So I'm gonna stick to my black ones. I've literally had some forever and I've never had that happen. So, all right, enough of my banter. I'm gonna go in with my YSL Vinyl Couture, and I'm using this because I don't want to use lashes. The last time I did a video with lashes, I had that glue in my lash forever. It was a pain to get off. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna use lashes. I feel like this, oh, I had an itch. I feel like this mascara gives you the effect of a lash. And this makeup has me feeling all sorts of Arab and Indian vibes. I'm gonna throw some liner on. Doing Indian weddings and Arab, Middle Eastern really, and Asian weddings because they're not afraid of color. Like, for the most part, those weddings will consist of like really bold makeup, really bright makeup. They're definitely non-traditional. And then of course I've had my share where the bride wants something a little bit, or the bridal party wants something a little bit more subtle and natural. But look guys, love it. Okay, so for under my brow, I'm gonna use Giza. It's just a shimmery white. I'm gonna use a MAC 224 because I want a very light application of this. I don't want it to be too intense. So the best way to control that is using a fluffy brush. Guys, so I am back and I added some liner and I'm gonna do one quick coat of mascara. So I did a thick liner because I wanted to just kind of go all out. So I'm going to take this pencil by Sephora. It's called Nacre Shimmer. It's a really pretty lilac. And I'm going to pop this in the inner corner. And I'm going to take this pencil by Urban Decay, and this is in the shade Tornado. It's just a really pretty deep purple, and I'm going to use that to line my lower lash line, and then we're gonna smoke it out. And I'm taking this all the way in. I use my Marc Jacobs smudger brush, and I'm going to use a shade from here. I'm gonna start off with Burkina, which is this shade here. It's just a really pretty warm brown. And I'm gonna use that to smudge out the lower lash line. And the reason why I like to do this first is because if I were just to go in with a pink or a purple, it would be very, it could look a little sickly. So you wanna make sure that you have a brown or a black or a gray or whatever it is that you're using. If you're going to use like a fuchsia pink or something, that will just kind of balance everything out, because if you just go in with a pink or red or whatever, it could look a little sickly. So just a little tip. I'm going to go in with Zoba, Jax, and I'm just going to take that right under so you can see the hint of pink, but it's not sickly. And stupid Jax just woke my baby up, so now I have to go check on my baby because stupid Jax woke him up. All right guys, so my baby is awake and crawling around in my room, and I want to try and get this filmed as fast as possible, so I need to shut up, just shut up. I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Dream Filter thingy. You guys have seen me use this already a billion times, and I just really like the way this looks. I'm gonna use Natasha Denona Alba on my cheeks. I'm adding this because it gives you just a really pretty pink flush, but it has this awesome glow to it. Like, look at that. I'm gonna add a little bit of that in the inner corner. I'm gonna use a MAC 221 to just, not lightly, but just put that into, yes. Basically, wherever I laid that lilac color by Sephora, this is going on top of it. It just looks really pretty. So for my lips, I'm going to be using a color from the Man Ray lip bag from Sephora. My husband actually gave me this for Christmas. I'm going to take this shade here, which is just a very pale gold shade. It's called Spellbound, and I've already played with these. I'm trying to clean up as I go because Bebe is here. Bebe's here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. As you guys can see, it's a really frosty pink, but we're gonna add something on top of it. All right guys, so I'm actually gonna go in with Smashbox liquid lipstick in Big Spender. All right guys, this is the final look. You could definitely go with something that's a little bit more on the nude side for the lip, but I wanted something that was going to balance out the eyes and then the cheeks, and I feel like this is the perfect nude for that. It's not too intense. Look who's joining us, because he got hysterical. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year and that you spend it with the people that matter and that you have tons of fun. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like this video and leave a comment. Let me know what your plans are for New Year's. And yeah, Happy New Year.